Hi and welcome. I am Dr. Brigitte Rossi, and I wanted to jump on here today and answer some of the many questions I've been getting about emotion code and body code and how to really look at the underlying cause of what is going on with us, whether it be physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And so that is what I want to talk about. So the stored energies that we have in our bodies. That is what we're going to find through body code, through emotion code. Find those stored energies that we have not processed in our lifetimes, right? We go through life, we have all these emotions, which are natural and normal, and we want to have these emotions. We want to nurture these. But when we don't have time to stop and process and maybe work through some of the more heavier ones, so to speak, or the more challenging ones through life. I'm a mom of 4 children. Do you think that I always have time to work through things right in that moment? No, I am getting better at it as I recognize and as I do my own work. But no, there have been many times in my life in the past, whether as a child because I didn't know how to process things, as a teenager because my hormones were shifting and I didn't understand things, and as an adult because maybe I'm too busy to even work through things. And so as we go through different challenges, as we go through different emotional challenges, physical challenges, life challenges, we need to take time to process that. When we don't, then we get stored emotions in our bodies. So they can store in various organs. They can store, if we have a lot of shoulder issues, maybe it's because we're storing a lot of things in our shoulders because we're carrying the weight of the life of ourselves and maybe our children and the world on our shoulders, right? That's going to manifest in different ways for each person. But we want to look at that and see, what are we not processing? What have we gotten stuck in our lives? And really looking at how we could release that. So through the beautiful technique of body code and emotion code and a belief code, what we get to do is look at those underlying causes. So how we do that is through kinesiology. That is muscle testing. Now, the question I get all the time is, but wait a second, you do this online or at a distance with me not even there. How do you muscle test? Well, we have to remember that we are energetic beings and how we are all energetically connected through life. If you've ever looked at some of the studies on prayer and energy, how we could think of somebody from far and that person can feel a shift. We can pray about somebody that we love or know, or maybe we just got the name of from our local church, and we are sending prayers out to that person, and the power of the energy that we send has been received, and it can make amazing changes for that person. Well, it's the same thing when I do that session online, because of that intention that I am holding, as well as the permission that you're giving me to do that session, right? So it's okay. So we can muscle test. I can muscle test on myself, thinking about you, because I am connected to that energy, as we are all energetically connected, right? And so with that, then we also will use our magnetic fields. We all have a magnetic field. The earth has a magnetic field, right? And how magnets, I love to use the example of how magnets attract each other or they can repel each other, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the magnetic field that's around you and pull those trapped emotions, those past traumas, those imbalances or toxins that is still in your system, and we're going to release those from you using your magnetic field. It is absolutely wonderful and I mean, the testimonials speak for themselves on how much change can happen. So who do we work with? Of course, I love to work on kids. And that's the great thing, because they don't have to sit there online or do anything. I can do it without them on there. But kids, starting at a young age, making sure they don't grow up with all these triggers, all these past baggages, all these imbalances that we can take care of when they're young. So I love starting when they're young. Of course, adults and even animals. And so if this is something that you have more questions about, throw them my way, and that way I can do more videos. I can answer you directly even. and let me know if this is something that you're ready to get started with. Check out our website, check out the different posts that we have on learning more on how you can do this for yourself and start living in the now instead of from the past, right? All right. Have a wonderful day. I hope this has helped.